Hey everyone, welcome to Ownership Theory. Today, I want to talk about my Benchmade Osborne 940-2. As the title says, I'm selling this knife. Let me say this first. This is not a video saying the Osborne is a bad knife. Actually, it's the complete opposite. It's such a legendary knife that I struggled with this decision for a long time. But in the end, I decided to let it go. Today, I wanna explain why. First of all, I absolutely love this design. The slim profile, the iconic green back spacer, the unique silhouette that only Osborne has. I completely understand why it's been selling for over 20 years. As an EDC knife, it's undoubtedly one of the classics. Mine is the 940-2, the G10 version. The reason was simple. I wanted more grip than aluminum, but now I keep thinking about something. Maybe the original aluminum-handled 940 was the version the designers truly intended. This is just my personal opinion, but I believe premium folding knives are designed as a complete package. Blade, handle material, weight, balance, everything works together. So maybe if I had bought the original aluminum model, my opinion would have been different. Once I started carrying it, I noticed a few things. First, it's incredibly light. That's a huge advantage. It's also very easy to control, but its cutting performance wasn't quite what I expected. The blade is so light that doesn't carry much momentum. That doesn't make it a bad knife. It simply wasn't the right tool for the way I use knives. Because of that, I kept reaching for my Griptilian instead. Eventually, my Osborne became little more than a fancy letter opener. The biggest problem for me was this pivot. Honestly, it's ridiculously sensitive. Tighten it just a little and the action becomes stiff. Loosen it just a little and blade play appears. I cleaned the washers, applied thread locker, adjusted it over and over again. I probably spent 3 days trying to find the perfect balance. Finally, I got it exactly where I wanted. Then I accidentally dropped it once. Just once, everything was off again. That was the moment I gave up. I want to use my tools. I don't want to spend my life adjusting them. Read a comment on Reddit. If you are taking your Osborne knife into the mountains, don't forget your Torx driver. I laughed, but honestly, I completely understood what they meant. This also changed the way I think about Benchmade. Look at the Griptilian. At first glance, they don't look premium. But now I think that's exactly how Benchmade instead did. The handle material is a part of the knife overall design. The smooth action, the stability, the reliability, they are all connected. After using both, I realized I kept choosing the Griptilian again and again. I understand why the Osborne has such passionate fans, especially in the international EDC community. But when people call it Benchmade's flagship knife, I honestly disagree. For me, the Griptilian is the more complete product. That doesn't mean I'm right. This is simply my ownership theory. A great knife isn't always the knife you keep. Some people keep legendary knives forever. I respect that. But I carried this knife, adjusted, tested, thought about it, and in the end, I realized it wasn't the right knife for me. So I'm letting it go. I'll use the money to search for my next masterpiece. Maybe another knife, maybe a watch, maybe a jewelry. Maybe a lightsaber? Maybe a camera? I don't know yet, but I'm looking for the things I truly wanna keep for the rest of my life. Thanks for watching. This was Ownership Theory.